everyone. We're going to start with Tamagotchi. And yes, if there's any kids in the background, come on, let them join. We love to see it. Exactly. Please feel free to ask us questions. We will pause between each brand if there's just to give you enough time to ask questions. Sometimes I talk too much, too fast that it's hard to interject. So I'll make sure that you guys have the chance to talk. But first, when it comes, yes, we've got some more kids. I love to see that. We got a lot more. Anyway, with that, we're going to start with Tamagotchi. And as you guys know, 2 years ago, we introduced Tama-on to a new generation of fans, really targeting the new kids. It was the first color device that we brought to Tamagotchi. We brought fairy and magic into the world. And then last year, we introduced Wonder Garden. Again, same overall play pattern where you can raise your Tamagotchi. You can have them get married and start new generations. And then there's even an app that's still available. This product we're still focusing on. Today, I'm not going to go into a lot of details on how we're planning to expand this product for the next season. But Cass will be getting in touch with you soon on some new ways that we are expanding the Tama-on kind of world for our next generation of fans. But I'm going to go back in time, back to 1997, when we introduced Tamagotchi. We first introduced them, the original Tamagotchi, right? I see some clapping. Thank you, Tabby. With that, we reintroduced it back in 2018. And if you quickly do the math, we're about to go up to our 25th anniversary. So we are planning our 25th anniversary. In Japan, it launched on November 23rd, 1996. And in North America, we launched in like May of 97. So we will be spending the next 6 months really celebrating the 25th anniversary. So in case you guys haven't seen, sorry, Cisco, I keep going back and forth on you. We introduced in January a whole new set of visuals of new devices, all colorful, all bright. We try to introduce new looks, styles every couple months, so to add variety, let you guys collect them if you want. As you can see, really looking off of, this one really shows off the tie-dye stuff that's out there. I think all of us that are in quarantine, whether we're an arts and crafts person or not, we love our tie-dye. And then we also introduced right now you can buy pre-sale our spring stripes and our marble. Again, very bright colors, very fun. So again, these are available pre-sale right now, but will be at Target and Walmart later this in a couple months. Actually, I guess in a couple weeks, actually. Yeah. March 1st is coming soon. So that is our original Tama. We will continue to introduce new styles every couple months. So we will have new news in that world come this fall also, as well as starting our celebration of 25th anniversary. Really excited about that. Next, if you follow Tama a lot, you will know that we do collaborations. So a couple years ago, we introduced Gudetama Tamagotchi. Last year, we introduced you guys to Pac-Man Tamagotchi. So what's interesting about this is you're still taking care of your Tamagotchi character, right? But you're doing it with Pac-Man's help. So we introduced this, like I said, about a year ago with Pac-Man. And then this past holiday, we introduced our partnership with Sanrio and did Hello Kitty. So how this works is you're still raising a Tamagotchi character, but you're doing it with Hello Kitty's help. So what that means is, for instance, when your Tamagotchi needs to be fed, you give it apple pie and milk, which are some of Hello Kitty's favorite things to eat or drink. When instead of, your Tamagotchi character pooping all over the place, which you have to clean up after, it's a different kind of mess. Now they're making a mess because Hello Kitty's friend Joey will come in and put paw prints all over the place. And you have to call Hello Kitty in to help clean after her friend Joey. There are 2 games. They're very Hello Kitty centric. There's a balloon game. There is also a piano game. So very much Hello Kitty is there to keep your Tamagotchi happy, keeping them fed, cleaning up, all those kind of things. And there's a couple of cute little videos with our Tama and Hello Kitty fans that are out there as your character continues to grow and the relationship with Hello Kitty does also. So that's our Hello Kitty. And again, that is product where you're raising your Tamagotchi character with the help of one of our friends. We also, in this collaboration, we are raising characters in an actual world. For us right now, it's Japan anime. So here we've got our Demon Slayers. I don't know if you have any Demon Slayer fans that are out there. So what this is, you are actually raising a demon slayer. So we introduced 3 styles that are available now on Amazon. We have 2 more waves that are now pre-sale. And the second wave is actually all about the Hashira gathering. So there's 9 different ones and has different programming for the Demon Slayer fans. We also have Evangelion here, or we call Ivachi, Tamagotchi. And again, you're raising your angel from a cocoon all the way to the angel that they become. And this programming, we've got 2 here, and I think it's another 2 in wave 2. Both Evangelion or Ivachi, however you want to call them, and Demon Slayer are actually Japanese packaging, Japanese programming. And what we've done is we've provided English instructions on Bandai.com. But for those fans out there for Tamagotchi, once you understand how Tamagotchi works, there's not a lot of language in the play pattern anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. So if you're a Demon Slayer fan or a Ivachi fan, you're gonna enjoy being able to raise those characters, or actually not raise, some of it's training in the world in a Tamagotchi way. So, and then we might have some new news in that world also. So all 3 of those we continue to grow and build over the rest of the following year, and Cass will reach out to you. So that's kind of a sneak peek of what's going on in Tamaland. Before I pass it off, do we have any questions from anyone at this point on Tama? No? Okay, that's easy for me. What I'm going to do as Miss Trish starts to open, Trish is working from home, so she's going to present her correction cube and Tippies to you from our offices down the street. So take it over, Miss Trish.
That's right. Hi, thanks for your time today, guys. I've got a couple of really fun toys to share with you. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Couple of really fun toys to share with you today, and these are low-tech toys. They're toys that you have to manually play with. I call them toys with a twist because both of them involve some twisting motion. The first one that I wanted to share with you guys is Correction Cube. You may be familiar with Correction Cube because we did preview it at right there. This is an actual, this one is a Dragon Ball character, Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. These are chibi characters, as you can tell, and they are actually Rubik's cubes. See the Rubik's branding here in a beautiful display box, so it's really easy to show on your shelf. It's got some great graphics about the twisting action. So for the people that decide to take it out of the box, you can twist them up. And I've got my personal favorite here, Miss Hello Kitty.
Aww.
And you can see here that she is actually all mixed up. And it's really fun to display it that way. The thing I like about Correction Cube is the face doesn't twist. It doesn't split open down the middle of her face. So no matter how much you mix her up, she still looks great on your shelf because she's still looking at you with her full face. But you can see, just like a Rubik's, there's just a couple, there's just twists along a center axis. There's 7 connected parts, and you can get her back to herself, or you can find new positions, like these fun yoga positions that you can put them into. It's really a lot of fun. And these retail for $14.99. All of them behind me are available on Amazon right now. Hello Kitty actually launched today, so it's shipping out to customers today. It was available for pre-sale for a while, but today is her big day. So we're excited about that. Just a couple of other licenses I'll just show you. Sorry about that glare with my, there we go. So this is also from a Japanese anime, now on Netflix and really gaining popularity here, called Demon Slayer. We've got 3 characters from that. I know it's a little bit scary for the younger ones. I personally binged it. My 11-year-old is barely old enough for it. She was able to manage her way through it. So it is a little bit scary. And then the other one that we're really excited about is we've got a license for DC now. So coming this August is Batman. So first in the lineup of our the DC characters. Our first superhero is going to be Batman. He is available for pre-sale right now on Amazon as well. But again, not available until August. So we're really excited about that expanding. As you can see, we started out with a lot of anime properties, and then the Sanrio properties got us a little bit more mainstream, and now we're really going for it. So we've got DC under our belt now too. Any questions about Correction Cube? Yes, Tabby. Oh, mute.
Are you guys gonna plan on doing Wonder Woman for the DC series?
Oh, that's an excellent question. That is my personal desire. I can't promise that just yet, but it is something we're looking into for sure. And I will take that as a request.
Yes, a request, big request.
Yay. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Any other questions about Correction Cube? Okay, I know it's pretty easy to get. Once you see it, you basically understand what it is. And the other one that's also very simple, so it should go pretty quick. You know, my colleagues in the office laugh at me because I kind of created my own little tray of dancing tippies. So these little guys, these are so cute. These are like 1.5 inches tall. These are our Disney friends that you're looking at. Super adorable. They've got this really great glossy look to them. They're like little peanut shaped characters, and you could basically twist them. And they're so small. I love to just decorate the side of my computer. You can line a windowsill with them, put them like on a little shelf in the kitchen, wherever you want to add a little nugget of joy, they are ready. So these are our Disney friends, but we actually also have a whole line of peanuts.
Aww.
Super cute. So we've got, hold on 1 second. That's the one disadvantage. I don't have an assistant like they do in the studio, in the office. Need longer arms for this. So this is, sorry, I'll show you both of the full lineups. This is the Disney lineup. There are basically 10 characters available. These retail for $3.99. And the other great thing that about these, this is the Peanuts lineup. So you got Peppermint Patty, Lucy, Sally, Linus with a little blanket, Charlie Brown. We even have Joe.
So sorry, hey Trish. Hey
Yeah.
Trish, it's hard to hear you when you put the product in front of your face. So those are the Peanuts characters. There's 10 of them.
Thank you.
Including Charlie Brown, and I'll let you take over. Joe Cool, I think we just heard
So
some stuff.
cool. So this is package that comes in. I just show you that there is a window in the package so you actually see which one you're collecting. And on Amazon right now, we have the full sets available. So you can basically buy all 10 of them, but you'll get 2 extra ones if you get the full set. Any questions about Tippies?
How much is the full, what's the price on the full set?
So it's $39.99. So there are $3.99 each, but so in this whole package, though, there are 12 of them. There are 2 repeats so that you can gift them to your best friend, but basically you're paying for 10 of them. So it's a great deal, and then you get the full collection.
Thank you.
Sure. Any other questions? Yes.
Any plans for a travel case or any little accessories for kids that like to have like their whole collection and bring them along with them?
Oh, that's a fun idea. We haven't seen that yet, but I will take that back to the product team to see what their thoughts are around that. That's a great thought. Anybody else? Okay, great. Thanks. Turning it back over to Cisco.
Hi, everybody. We got some pretty cool stuff that we're going to take a look at. Sorry we couldn't make it all the way up to New York, but this is the next best thing. We have our 5-inch figure. This is the Dragon Ball Evolve series, right? So these guys are 5.5 inches tall, 15 to 16 points of articulation each. From an action figure like manufacturing point of view, that's pretty hard to do, but we're actually able to pull it off. So up front here, we have Ultra Instinct Goku, and let's get a close-up on him so he fills the entire frame. Like, just look at the detail on his face, like, pretty neat. And over here we have Jiren, right? These are from the Wave 2 that are coming out. We have a Wave 3 that's going to be coming out really, really soon. Stay tuned for announcing what those characters are going to be. These guys are $9.99, and they just look fantastic on shelf. Of all your favorite Dragon Ball characters, like, look at that artwork. Like, that's like, right? Like you almost don't want to even take it out of the package. So you're going to have to buy two, right? One with the package, one without package, because that's sort of how it works. Next up, we have our Attack collection. This is brand new. This is something we haven't seen at Toy Fair. So this guy here has a feature in the back. You see the little switchy thing here? So if I can demonstrate here, like put him right in front of the camera, right? How cool is that, right? And it makes sound. Listen. Come in. No, just kidding. That's me. But if he did, it would sound just like that, right? And the detail on his face, if we go up like super, super close, like that's what Bandai does best. Spot on interpretations from the action figure to the animation and back and forth, right? So this guy stands about 7 inches high. But the scale, if he was standing straight up, is more like 11 inches, right? So he's a pretty chunky character, and he's going to be $14.99. He's available pre-sale now on Amazon. He's going to be at Target in April. So whether you're a core fan or a casual collector, this is one of the ones you're going to want. Really fun to look at, and you can pose in different places in your home. Next up, we have the Limit Breaker series. These guys are 12 inches high. 5 points of articulation, right? And they're $14.99. That's a bargain. So starting over here, we have Goku Rose, right? Let's get a close-up on his face. Like, just like the animation, right? You're right, son. I'm looking at your face right now. That's cool. Just saying, right? And then over here, we have Kid Buu. Again, like he's our favorite villain of all time, and he just looks fantastic. And we can't forget the beast over here. We got Broly. This is the movie version, right? Like he's got that green, kind of that cloth around his waist, which actually was made from his favorite pet. So he loves animals, as do we all. So that's Broly. He's 13 inches high and $19.99. And the packaging just looks fantastic, right? We have the animation on the sides of the package, so you know exactly what you're getting. That's just a cool image. $14.99. Available in stores everywhere. We have about 12 styles of these guys already out there, and we're making more. So you keep asking, we'll keep making. This, our piece de resistance, is our crown jewel for our Dragon Stars collection. Now, if you're in New York last year, you kind of saw a model of these. This is a production version. Like, these are available now. So over here we have Janimba. He's our latest figure, which just came out. If we can get a close-up of his beautiful profile and his mug right there. Like, he has his sword accessory, comes with 2 extra sets of hands. He has his tail that is articulated in 2 different places, right? Exceptional detail. And this one is available for pre-sale now. He'll be coming out really, really soon. We got Broly, the black hair movie version, right? So if we get a close-up of his face, like you really get in there, like that's the expression, like that's Broly, right? Like that's the animation. Again, spotted interpretations from the anime to the action figure. And this thing, this wonderful piece that they're standing on right now, this is the 10 Kaiuchi Budokai stage, right? Like if you own Dragon Stars figures or even Dragon Ball figures, you got to put them somewhere, right? You can't put them on the piano because that just doesn't look right. You can't put them on the coffee table, right? You need something to put on the coffee table so you can put these guys on top of it. And that's what this stage is all about. This stage right here, this set piece, $29.99, right? And it can fit about 13 different characters on them. And the coolest part about it is it doesn't just look like this. So let's say these guys are fighting, right? And who's going to win? And they crash into here and it's got battle damage, right? How cool is that? And there's a floor piece right here, right? See how this moves up and down? There's a piece that fits in that looks clean. This is like the crater version, such that like when they're fighting and this guy kind of comes off here, like you can pose them like, oh, right? Like that's the pose. So you can either have like the clean version or you can have the version where depending on who you want to win the fight, you can pose them that way. So again, $29.99 available. All this stuff is going to be available now, right? So if you're a fan, this is the one you have to, just for moral reasons, right? You have to have this one, right? You have more than 2. First of all, if you don't, buy 2. And if you buy 2, you have to buy this because you have to put them somewhere pretty, okay? Questions on Dragon Ball before I move on to our next fantastic property. In terms of what we have right now, what's coming up new on the Dragon Star side, like the $19.99 figure, 6.5 inch. we got new ones coming up. We got like 4 new ones that I already know about that are coming down the pike. We can't announce them just yet, but they're coming, right? So we're really excited about those. Again, 16 points of articulation, $20. Looks fantastic. Okay. Our next property is for Anime Heroes. So Anime Heroes was recently nominated for Action Figure of the Year. And you can see why, right? So Anime Heroes as an overall brand, right, really takes the best anime that's out there and brings it to life in a 6.5-inch action figure, right? And so we have the Naruto line right here. So we have our main character, Naruto, right? And if we give him a close-up, you can see why. Like, he looks just like the show, right? Again, there's an actual cell of the animation, and you look at them like spot on. That's what we do. And that's why fans have been gravitating to these characters, and they are buying these things up like hotcakes. We can't keep up with the demand. Our most recent character is Minato, right? That's the father of Naruto, right? Again, and he has that iconic white trench coat. You know, like if you go like to Comic-Con, you'll see more guys and ladies even dressed up like Minato in their cosplay, even more than Naruto, right? That's how iconic he is. So we're really happy. And we got more styles coming down the pike. So really exciting. They look great on package. They're available anywhere. Target, Amazon, Walmart, GameStop, you name it, they're there. Just take that in. That's Tavi, I saw your heart skip a beat. You're like, what is that? Be still my heart. Well, fear not, young maiden. So this is Knights of the Zodiac, Saint Seiya. So this is one of the original properties of anime that kind of started it all, right? Saint Seiya served as the inspiration for titles like Dragon Ball and all these other great animes, right? And so each of these guys comes intricately crafted with unique armor that is unique for every character, right? And each character has their own unique ability, so it kind of makes up that way. And let's look at Sagittarius here. He's the coolest one for me because he has wings, right? And just the gold on the armor is really, really hard to replicate. Like we had to go through a couple versions of it when we were like in the design stage, but to be able to pull it off so that it looks really good in person, right? You have to kind of match the animation, right? And so that's really hard, but we were able to do it. These guys are $24.99, right? We see there's a whole lot of them here. And like, do they look fantastic on shelf or what? Like, if you're going in the store and you see this, you're like, I'm going to pick it up, right? You can't not to. It's like catnip for him, right? So you look at it, you're like, this just looks fantastic. I need to do something about it. So we have the cure for that, and that is Anime Heroes, Knights of the Zodiac. So, and you can't talk about anime without talking about One Piece. Now, for you anime fans and even casual aficionados out there, One Piece is the greatest selling manga of all time. Period. Underscored. Red. Bold. Exclamation point. Number 2 doesn't even come close. In the sort of the mythos of One Piece, there are 866 named characters. There's over 1,000 episodes. It's still going. Like, if you want to, like, start watching One Piece, like, don't get a dog yet, because it's a commitment, right? But it is a fantastic commitment because of the deep storylines. And so when we were thinking, what line should be next in Anime Heroes? It has to be One Piece, right? It kind of has to be. So we took the top 3 characters that we knew fans would love, both core and casual fans. And so we came up with our trifecta of awesomeness. This is Luffy, right? His goal is to be the king of all the pirates. Again, if you look at the animation and Luffy next to each other, like, that's what we do. And he's kind of a skinny looking action figure. Like, a skinny action figure? What are you talking about? Well, we were able to pull it off, right? Because that's what Luffy is, and it really captures his key essence of his character. Over here, we got Zorro. He's my favorite, right? So just like in the anime, he fights with 3 swords at the same time. That's right, young lad. You look a little confused. 3 swords, how does that happen? Well, he fights with 1 sword in his right hand. He fights with 1 sword in his left hand. And you know where the other sword goes? That's right, in his mouth at the same time. How does that work in the animation, right? Like, they pull it off. And the best thing about it, there's going to be a Netflix live action show, right? I'm going to watch it just to see how they have a dude fight with a sword in his mouth, right? Like that's worth the price of admission. So when this thing comes out, it's going to be awesome and fantastic. These guys are going to be available in April in Target. It's on pre-sale right now, Amazon. I think at the end of April, beginning of May, it'll be at Walmart. So these guys will be everywhere. Like this is one of my favorites of all time. So this is the Anime Heroes line. We're really, really excited to see how they do. Any questions about Dragon Ball, Anime Heroes, the individual lines, whether it's Naruto, Saint Seiya, One Piece? And that's just the start. Like there's tons of characters. So we're going to be making them and they're going to be coming down the pike at a regular clip. Okay. So we know that about, 25, 24 odd years ago, there was a little thing called Tamagotchi that kind of took the world by storm, right? And so what do you do when you give a digital pet to a bunch of boys, right? Like you got to figure out what are we going to do? Like you got to fight them, right? And so this Digimon was born, right? So all the wonderful and greatness of what Tamagotchi is, but you get to fight them, right? And you get to fight them against each other, right? Hence Digimon was born, that launched a franchise, that launched an anime, that launched a movie, that launched a TV show, that launched an entire, like, you get it, right? That's what it is. So, and it all started with this little boy right here. This is the original version of the 20th anniversary edition. And if you're not super familiar with it, you see these little metal contacts on the top? Well, the cool thing is when you do a little Wonder Twin Powers activate type thing, boo, right? These guys fight each other. The attack on this screen will then show up on that screen. Yeah, not bad for technology that's over 20 years old. So this is our current offering right now, the 20th edition. This is the glow-in-the-dark one of our latest sort of color assortment. And that one is like selling more than I had ever expected, right? And it's super, super bright. Like you turn off the lights and this thing will glow brighter than the sun. Not maybe it's brighter than the sun, but you get it. It's like really cool. It's glow in the dark. So I like to say, teasingly, of course, that this is like a dozen long stems for him, right? Like if you're a Digimon collector, like you want this whole set and there's more to come. Lots of exciting things happening on Digimon, but these are $19.99, right? And you have over 100 different characters that you can evolve and raise from scratch, and they all can fight each other. So just do the math. You have like 100 some odd characters fighting another some odd characters. How many battles is that, right? I'm not a mathematologist, but I do know that is like 100 factorial, right? And all the different battles that you can have, all available right here. Kids, mathematologist is not a word.
I was going to say.
They don't know when I'm making a joke or not, so, okay.
Obviously, English is also not part of
Exactly. Not my first language. This bad boy here, we all know. By a raise of hands, kids, who is this? If you can't read. And even if you can't read, you still know who it is. Okay, yes. Mr. Greenwood, Ms. Greenwood, what's, you get the answer right? What do you got?
Pac-Man. It's
Pac-Man, that's right. But not just Pac-Man, 12 games, right? Back from the day, we have Galaxian and Galaga and Xevious and Mappy. 12 games, $20. You plug this guy in your TV, you turn on the switch, and you're that's it. And they all fit in here. The little cord is inside this box. It's got a nice little clicky joystick, right? And you got the buttons, like pretty simple. You plug it in and you go. You plug it in and you play. What should we name this thing? Hey, I know, it's a Pac-Man plug and play. That's what it's called. This is available at Walmart. This is available at Target. This is available on Amazon. So pick these guys up, right? Like any video game fan, or even if you're not, you have to have it. It looks cool. People are going to say, what's that? You're like, let me show you. Plug it into your TV and off you go. Tons of fun, lots of hours of play. And this guy, and this is like 5 years old, right? Like this guy just keeps on chugging along. So we're really happy with its performance, and it's a mainstay of any household. Questions on Pac-Man or Digimon or just anything that we've spoken about, either Tara or myself so far?
Or anything we missed that you guys have questions on?
Yeah.
Is the Pac-Man, is he wireless or is he wired?
It's a cord, so it plugs directly into like the sound ports on your TV, right? So on most TVs, you have like your HDMI cable or 3 or 4 on the side. There's going to be like a white circle and like a yellow circle right next to each other. You plug those two things in, and that's it, right?
Is there batteries also?
Nope. Oh, and there's batteries. There's like 2 AA batteries that help power the device. 4 AA batteries. Thank you, Alyssa. 4 AA batteries. one cord, one device, one lifetime of fun. $20, you can't beat that, right? Like
Great for travel.
for 12 games, yeah. Like, and if you have like one of those like TVs in your car and stuff like that, like it uses those too. So
Any other questions for anybody on the phone?